In this video, we're going to review how to do our basic drum beat in Soundtrap. So I already have a Soundtrap, my main screen open, and I'm going to click on Enter Studio. And we're going to do a music project. Again, we're going to add new track. We're going to do drums and beats. And then down here, we're going to change our tempo to 80. Okay? Now, I want you to turn your metronome off. I'm going to keep mine on, but you keep yours off for right now. Okay? This cycle tool up here, we're going to stretch this to the start of measure 5. So we have 4 full measures here. All right? On the instrument tab, again, a review, the hi-hat is the letter U. So on my keyboard, if I hit U right here, that'll play. And I'm going to use that with my right hand first finger. Okay, so I'm going to let the metronome play and do this at home with me. We're going to play eighth notes on the hi-hat. So I'm going to do this for a minute. Good. Now our kick drum goes on 1 and 3, and the kick is right here. It's letter A on the keyboard. No, I'm going to use my left hand ring finger to play that A. Okay, so we're going to start them out again. Eighth notes on the hi-hat. Now that high click is beat 1. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And then our snare is going to go in between the kicks on 2 and 4. Okay, so we're going to add the snare with the left hand first finger. And that's going to be the letter D on the keyboard. Ready and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... I'm going to stop. You keep playing. Go. Good. And again, this is just that basic drum beat. This will work for every project we do. Okay? All right, so now it's time to record. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then you can go ahead and do this on your own. Okay? My tempo is 80. My metronome is on. I'm going to move this back to the beginning, and I'm going to hit the record button. Now, it's going to give me a 2-measure count in. What I like to do, on the very last measure of that count in, I like to play 1 measure of eighth notes on the hi-hat just to get the tempo in my head. Okay, here we go. Here's that second measure. Ready and go. Okay, when I'm done, I'm going to hit the space bar. Okay, and this is what I'm left with. Now, what I need to do is I need to quantize this. So I'm going to go to Edit. I'm going to quantize. Now, the fastest note that I played was eighth notes. So if I click on eighth, what that's going to do is snap all these notes to where it thinks the right spot is. Okay, now I need to check this because sometimes this doesn't go to the spot that I wanted it. And the way I'm going to check it is I'm going to go into the piano roll, and I'm going to zoom in here. And I'm going to make sure that everything is in the right spot. Okay, up here in the upper right is where I can change my grid size. I have my grid set to eighth notes. So every vertical line here is an eighth note. These thick ones right here are the beats. So this is beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. This really thick one is the new downbeat. Okay, and what we want is 1, 2, 3, 4 with eighth notes on the hi-hat right here. Okay, so you want your screen to look like mine. If a couple of these notes are off, something like that perhaps, you can click and drag these to the right spot. Okay? The other way that you can fix this is in the patterns. If you're still unable to play this, I'm going to delete my region here. If you're still unable to play this, you can program that beat in here. So the hi-hat, we're going to go every other square, which is eighth notes. My kick on 1 and 3, my snare on 2 and 4. This will give me the same beat. And then if I want to loop it, if I want to drag it out to 4 measures, this little loop tool, if I hover over the upper right, I can click and hold, drag this out, and that gives me my 4 measure loop.